Basically, Carla couldn't make a video this week, but because I'm such a fucking expert on depression, they just asked me to, film, like, for the whole month about depression and stuff. So here I am. Such an imposition. I'm just kidding, but really, Carla couldn't make a video, so I'm covering for her. I may or may not see you again on Saturday. After I talk my tongue out today, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna have a second video to talk about. Anyway, we're talking about depression, and having gone through it multiple stages in my life, in having situational and a diagnosed medical depression that I treated with prescription drugs, I have sort of a mishmash of different schools of thought on it. I think some people wallow and truly choose to be depressed because of a couple reasons. One, it's easy to be a victim. It's easier to say, I can't get out of this because it's impossible, than it is to say, I tried to get out of this and I failed. I think when people choose to wallow in depression, it's more or less about, why bother to distract myself? I'm supposed to be and going to be unhappy forever. And that's easy to accept because that takes no work at all, path of least resistance. And on the other aspect of that too is, once you come to know misery and sadness, you almost begin to truly believe in your heart, not by choice, that there is nothing else. Nothing else exists. It's a very nihilistic view. I also believe that there are some people who have a medical chemical imbalance that causes a depression. And that's the one that it's hard to do because not every medication is right for the type of depression that you have. And it's a long road to fixing that. I would say that if you have a long chronic depression, things to consider are therapy, medication, and then for me, coming out of a really long chronic depression, I would say small day-to-day changes. Elizabeth Wurtzel wrote a book called Prozac Nation, and the way that she describes how you come about depression is really similar to the way that I felt about it, and also to the way that I felt about coming out of it. She quotes the death of a salesman, something about how he fell into bankruptcy, and it was gradually and then suddenly. And it's true, like, you feel it sort of coming, and then the next thing I knew, I'm gonna fucking kill myself right now, life is not worth it. Coming out of it was sort of the same. It was like I just started making day-to-day changes that turned into lifestyle changes, that turned into big, huge things, and then all of a sudden, I just kind of realized that I didn't hate every minute of every day. If you're talking about coping situationally, Sometimes I just fucking let it flow. Let it fucking ride. Like, fucking feel it. Be depressed and fucking cry and fucking listen to some cosmic fucking blues because you just fucking feel sad. And other days, you gotta just, like, distract yourself. Like, what I do is I diffuse my emotions and small problems with humor, but I try to make myself laugh. I watch comedy videos that I know make me laugh. I hang out with people who make me feel good. Um, Sometimes I eat food that is delicious because it makes me feel good inside. Sometimes I get drunk to fill the void of heartache. I wouldn't recommend that. But yeah, like Jen said, sometimes it's just about distracting yourself. Now, not being in the midst of a crippling depression, I know that when I'm sad, I'm not going to be sad forever. So, I'll see you when I see you, maybe Saturday or next week time.